right, hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Pickles the Guy, a Jamaican YouTuber, and we have a special guest today on our stream. She's all bigged up in the screen here. All right, we was just
Oh my God, don't get too close, guys.
let me just
Hello.
yeah. So please say hello to the people here. This is introduce yourself quickly. Introduce yourself, my friend. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Cornelia, but you guys can call me Corny. I have a channel here on YouTube. It's called CORNYCO, which means Corny Community, and I post things about Japan, dating stories, life, vlogs, random stuff. So yeah, that's what I do.
Nice. All right, guys. So this is another different YouTube setup again. So please bear with me. I won't be able to check back and forth on the computer screen with the questions. I'll have to actually be in the live chat on my phone. So there's already a delay in the stream plus the delay of trying to get to the questions. So be patient. And I also try to be patient myself because I don't have patience. Alrighty. So what are you? How are you, my friend? How are you doing? Where are you from? Tell us something more about yourself. Now, just for people who don't know you, what tell us
Oh
something
yeah,
about
I didn't
yourself.
even say where I'm from. But guess what? I found it. I found a flag. You got a flag, so I thought, ooh, let's be extra. I'm from the UK.
You're from the
And
UK.
born
Okay.
in the UK, but I have a strong connection to Jamaican culture because my grandparents are from Jamaica, born and
Okay,
bred in Jamaica.
sweet.
And the reason why I'm not going to get into too much detail about why I'm here, but basically I'm into the culture. I have been for a long time into Japanese culture, and I thought teaching was something I enjoyed too. So that's the reason why I'm here in
Right.
Japan.
Okay, so someone asked Courtney if you're from Newcastle.
Newcastle? No, my accent isn't anywhere near Newcastle. Try again. I'll make you guess for a little while and then I'll tell you where I'm from.
Okay, guys, so if you want to know where she's from, please, guess. Hello, Jane Yoshimatsu. Is the audio good, guys? Are you hearing the audio clearly here? Let us know, please. All right. Oh my posture is so poor. No, well, you can't see either. You'd have to follow on your phone as well if you want to see the questions. Maybe, yeah, and just mute your volume on the phone. Yeah, it's backward. I'm sorry. It's we have to work with the
I
technology.
can't actually. Can't actually
They
get
said Liverpool.
right now. No, not Liverpool. You're getting the. It's in the West Midlands area.
You're from
If you guys
Birmingham.
know where.
Birmingham, Birmingham.
No, close. So close. Like
I
next door neighbour.
I know that horrible Manchester accent. Is that
Really?
is that where you're from? Manchester.
I'm not from Manchester. I'm not Mancunian, no. I'm closer to Birmingham. I'm right next door.
Wolverhampton.
Highway?
Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton. Highway. Yeah, I'm from Wolverhampton.
You're definitely a northerner. Wow, people calling you out here. New.
Yeah.
All right. So, Courtney, what's his? All right. So, as you know, we're under this. This 2020 has been one of the most historic years, I guess, in life, I guess, because of the novel virus that is the type of beer from Mexico. That we don't want to call that name because we're going to demonetize. Just trying not to lose
I
any
like to say
points.
Corona. That's my buzzword. You don't like that?
No,
What?
no, because we're gonna get demonetized now because
You never say that.
I've said Corona took once and that's it, it's over. Sorry, I already said it's
No,
bad.
no, no. I said the RONA part.
The
Just that.
Rona,
Yeah, is that not allowed? Is that
I
demonetized
don't
now?
know. She has a Brummy accent. That's what they said. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I have a Brummie accent. Yeah, it's not so strong as you think. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm sorry. Was I not okay? I'm not gonna say it. We're just gonna
It's fine.
say.
It's fine. It doesn't matter because the Lord will
I
provide for
don't
me.
get demonetized on my channel for saying it. I say it all the time. Okay.
Clearly, because you're British and I understand everything you say. I'm Jamaican, so my accent is absolutely out of this world.
And you shouldn't get demonetized because they wouldn't pick up your accent, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I really don't know. But
What?
let's get into some lighter stuff. So, all right. So, I would say, how has the pandemic affected your life? In and I don't want to tell people where you are, because then stalkers might love you, and
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, in so many ways, to be honest. You say to keep it light, but when it comes to it, it's a
just talk,
real
let's
big
talk,
stuff.
babe. Talk your truth, girl. Talk your truth.
I've done everything from like found my motivation to work out.
Hmm.
Like I actually lost weight during our state of emergency. I
Wow.
was going hard, man.
I
I don't
put
know.
on back everything I lost.
Have some power. I was like, lend
Mm.
me your energy, and then I managed to kick ass and exercise a lot, and I
Hmm.
was eating healthier, which is really bizarre.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I lost my mind. I went
Clearly,
crazy.
I saw those
Yeah.
TikTok videos.
Oh my, that was part of my sanity. That kept me sane. That's like a
Mm.
release. Like creative release is so healthy for me, as well as like working out.
Hmm.
Um, but I just feel like being on my own
Mm.
is it's more difficult. You know, there's a lot of people who are in relationships or live with
Yeah.
other people or near their friends and stuff. But yeah, I was just here driving myself crazy and just feeling lonely. And it's been intense because of social media. You know what's been going on social media. Things have been kicking off in all kinds of ways.
Like
Uh,
what? What are you talking about?
well, the movement. I don't like to call it a movement because it's
B
our lives. I see it on your mouth. I see it.
BLM?
Right.
Okay.
So
In
that
Japan
really,
or in general? In Japan
in
or?
general,
Oh, okay, okay. So
in general,
you
because
don't. So what's your stance on BLM?
I don't know if I should even have to answer this question. I'm black, so I don't, what, I don't believe in it. What I don't understand. What
Trust me, trust me. We have
really?
people that don't even like. Nah, it's all fake and this and that. It's
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I don't see what bad things could come out of promoting something that's good.
mm,
Whether the person is genuine or not, it's still what's the word? It's just still promoting something that is positive. So I
okay.
don't whether it doesn't matter what the motivation is behind that person. I don't give a crap, to be honest. We
Mm,
need more allies, even if they are fake allies, which is bad.
mm,
It's still helping spread the message anyway.
right.
So, at the end of the day, I haven't got time to worry about the people who are with us or even pretending to be with us. It's the ones that are like truly against us that are the
Right.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, I'm just like, if you want to post and show that, I'm part of this, do your thing. But there are other things that kind of upset me and really made me realize just how malicious people are.
Mm-hmm.
The black square.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually fed into that for like a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then after doing some research, I realized how harmful it was. It was actually censoring
Yeah.
people's out. And I don't think a lot of people still don't realize that and still have the black square on
Yeah.
their
When the black
Instagram.
square was kind of blocking this feed for other persons that were actually trying to do stuff. Right.
Right. Right. So it really opens up your eyes to how malicious and smart people can be when it comes to like just
Mm-hmm.
working against.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is human rights. It's so bizarre to me. Yeah. So it really affected me anyway. So let's go back to the original point. Yeah, it just affected me because it was just all coming at me at
Mm.
once. And even though I'm used to seeing those things, within our community, it's being shared on Facebook
Mm.
all the time. Before this happened, it was just at the quantity that it was happening, and because we're all quarantined at home, it's like
Right.
it's there, can't avoid
There's
it.
no
It's like
escape. Right.
right. So that really got to me. I cried. I got emotional. I had to talk. I had to sit down and have like a Zoom moment with my whole family.
Mm.
I even taught it at school. I haven't made a video on that yet. I don't know if I should, but I'm
Mm.
thinking about it.
Okay.
That was really uncomfortable, but it had to be done.
Right.
Just because my soul didn't feel right. But yeah, there's been so many different things that have affected me during this time. How about you? How have you been coping with it?
I got bigger. I was eating, just eating. Eat, sleep, repeat. It was just weird. So I lost a lot of weight before going to Jamaica. October for my brother's wedding, and then I came back and I said, okay, I'm gonna be good or whatever. And then Corona hit, and I was just swelling like a bird, fam. I was just swelling like a hippo. And now I'm started working again. I lost 3 kilos this week, actually. 3 kilos, 2.5 kilos this week. But I have to be careful because today I didn't exercise yesterday or Sunday, but that shouldn't be bad because I didn't eat that badly. So I'll do it again tomorrow. What happens is because on the weekends people are at home, I can't exercise in the apartment, and I don't like really going outside to exercise in the parking lot or something because people I already get stares being a black man here, so I really just don't want to draw any more attention to this big black man jumping up and down outside doing burpees and sit ups and like why does he go to a gym? You know, nah. But yeah, so the reason why you're on the channel, you don't like to talk about it with other people, but I don't care because I know you corny. Cool. And we're going to talk about stuff a little more in depth. How has Corona affected the dating sphere for you, the dating queen? I mean, guys, let me tell you something. I once I was on what was I? I was on Bumble, and I was swiping, and I said, "Oh wait,
Oh my god.
who, who's this?" Like this is corny. This is corny. Okay, let's take a screenshot here. Say, what are you doing here? And she's like, Andre, leave it alone. Leave it alone. I'm like, fine. And then if you go on her channel, the stories she tells about these men that she meets, fam, you'll be properly entertained. You know, like you just get a binge watch and you sit down and watch her stuff and she tells you all the stuff. And she's just too funny. I think you guys need to go and check her out. Definitely check her out. Recommend it. Yeah. So tell me. So yeah, I have had no luck on Bumble. Actually, I met one girl. Not I didn't meet. I matched with a girl on Bumble, but it didn't work out because our views are kind of different on certain things, and it just ended up dying a natural death. The conversations and stuff. But I still rate her. Still, but other than that, what? Did your tooth fall out?
No, I have. Sorry, I have an ulcer. I had an ulcer here.
Okay.
So I put a patch on the ulcer and it fell onto my teeth.
Awkward.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, I thought it was like, wait, did something drop out of her mouth? But she was eating. What? Wow.
I had it, you know what? And I thought, what about if like a cockroach or something just flies and I just go crazy or something happens? Something has to happen. It's just the way of the world with me.
Way of the
yeah,
world.
anyway.
Right. So yeah, I mean, it's fine. I understand that. So 2 days ago, I matched with two girls on Tinder, and they haven't said a word to me. I'm like, what's the point? Japanese girls. It's the weirdest thing ever. You match and then there's no talking. English or Japanese, it doesn't matter.
I'm not into Bumble just because I just don't feel it's natural for personally. I don't like approaching a guy. I know it's a new concept, and not all guys want to approach the girl. But I'm old school, man, and I don't want to. I don't want to have to do it.
So I should match with you on Tinder then. Okay, got it.
Right. I prefer to be. I think I'd rather be on Tinder these days. I just prefer to be pursued than be the pursuer. I can't be asked.
I think it's just the first because what we're trying to do was to get unwanted like. Just the kind of guys that are creepy that just are all up in you, so you can decide who you want to talk to. I guess it gives a woman the power, which in a sense she already has, regardless. Because if she matches with you, that means she wants to talk to you at least a conversation.
Right.
But it's weird, I guess. People want the aesthetics and they look. Oh, I matched with him, but I didn't talk to him. Look at me, all these matches. I ghosted all of them. Yeah.
You think that's what people just do it for? Oh, okay, just for the ego. I ain't got time for that though. Like, there's a point. It's either I want to. Well, for now, my reason is because I want to date. But like, make something happen. There's no point just matching with people and not at least like saying I want to do something with you. I'd rather that. I'd rather somebody just creep in my DMs and be like, "Can I come to yours?" Which happens a lot. But I respect that more than silence. It's like, what was the point of me even swiping on you in the first place?
I'm a slide in them DMs pretty soon.
You better make it happen. No.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but anyways, during quarantine, obviously I couldn't go out. I didn't feel safe because you know those trains are like festering with disease. I don't want to be in a cluster of people. So I kind of like calmed down and stopped meeting up with people. And the people that I did meet up with, which is in one of my story times, is somebody who drove, and that was a big mistake. I shouldn't have done that either. But like, at least I wanted to try and continue like trying to find a guy that's right for me.
So what's your general? I know you like them fit and buff. I know you like them fit. I don't know. I'm
No,
just.
you know what? I don't. I thought I had a type, but I don't think I really do. As long I like them taller than me. That's
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know, giant, the friendly giant. You're a giant, so honestly. And have you ever picked me up?
No.
Anyway, so
That
not
can
in
change.
the I didn't mean like that, but... Okay, anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
I like that when a guy shows strength. They don't have to be muscular, but I just feel like if they tower a little bit over me, I like that. A guy that can talk to me, like too shy. Ugh, so many guys here are too shy, and I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. Like, hold a conversation, even if you're talking random crap. Talk crap to me. Just do something. You know, don't make me put all the work in. Hate that. I guess here in Japan, it's a little bit more much to ask for somebody with like intelligence, because I guess my level isn't good enough. I'm not saying I'm or stupid, but I'm just saying because of my language level in Japanese.
Articulate, right? To articulate their thoughts in English and you in Japanese, right? So you need that.
So I guess for foreigners, that's what I'm looking for. More so.
But do you realize that a lot of foreigners here are, I don't want to say, but they're almost as superficial as the Japanese. Like in terms of like, if you want to like speak to them on a level about certain things.
Does anyone know what I'm saying?
You're bad. What I'm saying is, that I realize that if you want to like have a full on proper conversation about things with certain people, if foreigners or Japanese doesn't matter. Some people are just not there and they can't do that. They have to study and prepare. They can't just be sitting on like, hey, let's talk about this, and then we just flipping through topics and stuff. And I realize as I get older that I really love to have like stimulating conversation. It doesn't have to be about all about sex or stuff. It can be about any random thing, and we put let's say positive theories and stuff. Let's talk and just have a good time. And it's really, I find it's hard to find people, and it's weird. I dated a Japanese girl. She's fine and all, but I knew at a certain point the communication was just gonna be like, okay, well, how was your day? It was good. All right, cool, yeah. And we couldn't get into deep stuff, thought-provoking things, and she probably would want to do that too, but she doesn't have the English ability. I don't have the Japanese ability, so we're stuck at an impasse. So I don't know. I guess I'm too picky and stupid, but it's okay. When I get slimmer, I'll be even more stupid, because that's what happens. When you get slim, you lose brain power and brain cells.
Right. That's not what it's about. Okay. Here, people are very superficial. I agree, but I think in my mind, I'm a larger lady. I mean, at least compared to the Japanese standard. I'm a curve.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like I have to
make yourself smaller.
I feel like I have to kind of like alert them and tell them how I am and show them pictures of my full body before they even meet up. Because basically, if you can't handle this, don't bother with me. Because I have curves, and I'm like, if you don't like curvy girls, then what? Huh? What?
Yes, you do. You do have curves.
I find most guys are into curves; they don't mind. But I think sometimes deep down, when I've met up with people, that they kind of they realize it's not their thing. They're like,
yeah. Why would you not want a curvy person rather than a straight iron board? Like, what does it? I don't get it.
It's the culture. They like what
it's
they
a face.
like.
The face. I realize everything's about the here. What's outside, right here? Down here doesn't matter to them. Actually, it does. Only thing that needs to be slim. And I realize there are a lot of girls that are slimmer than my hand. I've seen girls that are looking like this, and I'm like, so what is attractive about that? But that's society. And so if someone asks Courtney if you can write in Japanese.
I can only write hiragana and katakana. Don't take me there. I can't. Kanji is a whole different ball game. But yeah, hiragana and katakana, the basics.
Okay,
The
Nili Kaduri says, "You're very beautiful, Cornico." And Jin says, "I think Cornico's number one rule in dating is she hopes he doesn't like butterflies." Lol. They've been watching the videos.
Is that one of my? Is that a fellow Cornelian? Is that someone from my community?
Jin Yoshimatsu.
You have to be following me to know that I absolutely hate butterflies. Yeah, that is like number one rule. Do you like butterflies? Yes.
I don't mind them. It doesn't fit me. That would save your life, if I okay with it. Are you afraid of lizards or rats?
Oh, rats! Ew.
Mm.
I don't like rats. Actually, one time, one of my mom's friends,
Mm-hmm.
she had a little dog who owned a rat, and she threw the rat on my back. Never since then.
Was your mother's friend white? Just asking a question.
You
Was your
just
mother?
snatched.
What was she white? I'm asking.
She was. Ugh. The
Well,
tails. Anyway, I don't like rats, but
sounds that sounds about white. you know, you know.
we don't need to.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back on track. We don't want to get there. So yeah. So you basically have had like. So how like. So would you mind? So since you said you're more leaning towards foreigners now, would you mind? Do you mind dating? Wait, you date Japanese still, right? But you prefer a foreigner, or it doesn't really matter to you?
It don't matter if you're cute. If I'm feeling you and
Yeah.
you've got charisma, you can talk sweet talking, and I think you're cute. I'm just like, okay, let's go on a date. Let's try it. So it doesn't really matter to me who,
Mm-hmm.
where you're from,
Right.
where you've been, just as long as you love me, you know.
As long as you love me.
You got it.
it.
But yeah, but I think nowadays I'm kind of swaying towards foreigners a little bit more, just because it's easier. And I think you do get tired after a while of like trying to find that match, and then like seeing who they really are when it comes to the differences in culture and what they can accept. You know, I like to get to the root of things quickly because I ain't got time to waste. I'm getting older. I'm like, you know, so I just feel like, yeah, honest. I don't know. How about you? Are you just done with Japanese people?
I don't listen. I don't know. To be honest, I found that I realized that I'm a picky person, and it's because of how I feel I was raised as was raised, and I have standards, and maybe my standards are too lofty, not too lofty, but they might be unrealistic in the current situation. So you need to adapt a bit more. And one thing I don't want to adapt on is the religion thing. I can't date an atheist, to be honest. Agnostic, I'm kind of, it's like, I don't know. But, like, literally, that's it. That's a pun because agnostics, they don't know, They don't know if God exists. So, it's weird. So, that is really one thing. And in a country that is not really religious or doesn't believe in that sort of thing, and churches are hard to find, I'm like, what's the point? Because eventually, I'm gonna have to go meet my parents, and I can't take an atheist to my family. That'd break their hearts, probably kill them, almost on par with something. But that's not the point. But I could date a Muslim. I could date a Hindu. I could somebody who's Hindu. I could date a Jew. I could date a Seventh-day Adventist. I mean, to be honest, everybody serves a god or there's one god, but you call them by different names and stuff. In my opinion, but we don't get into that now because then it's gonna be crazy. People but yeah. But for me, I think I just need to get. I think also I have a fear of not being able to be enough. I was talking to my friend about this. Being enough for somebody. Like I do have a lot of love. I feel, and I think I love hard and intense. Aries, right? So intense, and if I'm into you, I'm into you. I don't play games. I don't have.
I actually said the same thing.
I don't need to be like. I don't need to know. I think I like you. No, I like you. So let's talk and get to know you. And if I don't need, I believe that love can't be defined by time. Yes, there's something called too soon. But if there's a genuine chemistry and vibe, and you just say, yo, the things that you do are just so in sync with me, I feel like, yeah, me and you could be something, or something serious. So at the age of 34, the young age of 34, um, sometimes I feel that society puts pressure on us to get into relationships because back in the day, historically, you know, you couldn't do much without being married, right? You couldn't because your
Mm.
salary wasn't enough to cover a single person's salary wasn't enough to cover a mortgage or a car or whatever. But now, women are working very good jobs. Men are also working very good jobs. So each person can get a house by themselves. So you
Mm.
find that person are moving away from marriage as a necessity to, you know, do that sort of thing. And it was really interesting to me. And let's see any comments here. I'm talking like a real old man here on the lawn.
No, I think it's true. It's right. There are so much pressures for us to do things in a certain way
Hmm.
that society approves of. And I think as people who live in a different country and travel around, it is a lot more testing and harder to do that, because of your atmosphere and like for you, because of your background and how you were raised.
Mm.
You're narrowing. It's already narrowed down because you've got the culture difference here, you've got the
Right.
language barrier, but then you've got like that on top of everything,
Hmm.
the religion thing is a big thing for
Hmm.
you, and so it's like, oh, you've got this tiny little pool somewhere
And then in
wherever
that
that.
pool is so meh. Like my friend says, like dating in Tokyo is really trash because everybody's in the same pool. Like the foreigners and the Japanese that like foreigners are almost like the password, especially the Japanese girls that love black men. Oh Jesus, I kind of stay away from those girls because oh I dated a Navy guy, or I'm like it's fine, it's okay. We just chill, it's okay, it's fine.
Good over there.
Nah, I don't need
I
to go
haven't.
there.
I don't feel that, but that's maybe. I feel like my horizons are a little bit broader than yours, probably. I'm not saying
Probably
I'm easy, but I'm just saying I don't have. Uh,
those limiters basically.
yes,
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. What they're saying in the comments. I can't actually get on my phone either.
All right, so the Jin Yoshimatsu in the comments says, "I'm the girl from Germany that doesn't also like butterflies," and you commented on the thing. Also, they want to plan to do a 5-week teen program with Take Me to Japan in 3 years when I'm 19. So she's
You
16.
want to head up?
Do you both maybe have
When did
ideas on
she?
how to prepare when it is time then? Like what to bring to Japan, what things are important, maybe how to get there okay with jet lag and more. You have any tips for it maybe? Because I'm already excited and a little nervous because time goes fast. Young lady, listen to me. Jin, to be honest, we won't be able to tell you what you need to bring in 3 years. Because one will be so old, and well, I'll be so old and dusted. And, there'll be another generation of YouTubers that will be probably more prominent at that time for you to, well, for me.
I will be active. I don't know about you.
What I mean is, there's going to be someone who you probably be able to relate to more
Yeah, closer to your age
closer
and
to your
who's doing.
age range to do what you bring. But generally speaking, make sure you bring your own food from your own country. Usually, something to tide
Wait,
it
she's
over.
from Germany.
Huh?
Look, that advice. I'm sorry. Yeah, that would be nice, but you can't carry your whole world with you.
Not the whole world,
I
but bring something that will tide you over for the first month if you're going to live here. Oh, she's just staying for a couple of weeks. Oh, girl, bring
That's what I'm
money.
saying. Well, so you can just
Bring,
experience the
bring,
culture, eat the food, try
bring,
it. It's
bring
fine.
lots of money. The more money you have, the better. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah,
And come with an
money is
open
everything.
mind and lots
Yeah,
of money. Because I
with
think
that.
it's going to be really expensive when you
A
come
big
here.
smile, an open mind. You
Read
may
a
have a bit.
book. Study Japanese too. Might as well. Just start studying so it will be easier for you to
Yeah,
get
that will
around and
help you
communicate.
get by. Just the basics. You don't need to know everything. And plus, if I don't know where you from, is she coming to Tokyo? Did she say?
What do you say?
Where is she coming to? Well,
I think
where?
it's Germany?
No,
Deutschland.
where in Japan? Tokyo?
I don't
Because
know.
if you're in a big city, then you're fine. You'll probably get by anyways with
Yeah.
like limited Japanese.
Yeah, but I think she should just study from now. By the time she gets here, she can tell people, hey, I need to go here. I need big things much. But by that time, hopefully Japan, nah, English won't. No, nah, nah, shut up. Let me shut up.
Yeah,
In the
I think
comments,
yeah,
sorry, one second.
yeah.
Hashi says, did you guys study Japanese in the language school?
We both made the same face.
Like, what? I studied by myself, actually. Courtney just studies Japanese from the guy she dates. Boom! Drop the mic.
I
Boom!
mean, today. What did I learn? I forgot what I learned today. Oh, doko de no, no. I forgot. Okay.
Doko desu ka?
Doko demo mushi mushi ga iru.
So where the bugs?
No, it wasn't doko demo. It was something else. Freak, I forgot. Okay, whatever. Wrong.
Doko demo I ite.
No, it wasn't doko because doko is where it's something else. Anyways, moving on. It'll come to me. I might message him now actually. It wasn't a date, by the way.
Of course it was. He's like, where can I put my? I don't know. I don't speak.
It wasn't a.
It doesn't matter. You say, where can I put my ish? I think Mushi's bug though, so insects. So I was wondering.
That's what I'm saying. Because we went walking, and I was asking. I'm gonna ask him now. Continue talking. I'm literally gonna ask him.
Wow.
Continue.
This girl, yeah. So anyway, so this girl basically, Courtney is.
Oh yeah. So sorry. To answer your question, I studied maybe like a month before I came here a little bit, like while I was at the gym and stuff, because I was working like a few jobs at the same time before I came. But as soon as I got here, that kind of dwindled down, and the way that I learned was kind of like just naturally at school, because I work as a teacher, interacting with other people, and just I guess trying to read stuff like randomly. So naturally, you will pick up things the longer you stay here. Naturally, you just pick up like the lingo or reading things, and you think, oh, that means that. Oh, that's it. So, but I don't go to language school, guys. So don't be fooled. Yeah, sorry. Continue.
Right. So don't be fooled by the rocks that they got. So there are some juicy details though, because everybody knows about me and my escapades. So do you have any stories? You don't have to give full details, but like any weird thing that a Japanese guy has done to you while dating, that just like you're like, oh my, tempura done. What's going on here?
Yeah. Guy, I might have to. I don't know if I should say this one because there might have to be a trigger warning for this.
Wait 1 second. Let me get my beer.
Yeah, guys, like, I don't know if you really want. I don't know if I should talk about this because, like, even I was considering posting on my YouTube, like, should I make this story? Should I say this to the world? Because some people might really be offended or have a lot to say about it. Because dating, you put yourself at risk. You know, you put yourself in situations where you have to put your trust in that person, and they might be just normal human beings, or they might be crazy. So in that case, I gambled and I lost. This
Gambled
is water, by the way, not what. I
Gambled what? What did you gamble? Money?
Well, it's dating. Did you see that tongue action?
Tell me about it, please. Corny, you're trying to... Do I make... No, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
You know you want to do it.
I won't do it.
Just
I'm afraid. I have control. I have self-control.
Okay, all right. What was I saying? Yeah, anyways, so dating is gambling. I feel like, yeah, you do put yourself at risk, and that's what happened. I thought he was a normal person, but long story short, I rejected him because he was coming on a little bit too strong. By the way, girl,
come on, strong. Yeah,
if guys invite you to sing karaoke, just know they might just try a little something for you.
Yes. Okay, so you invited him, or he invited you to karaoke?
I love karaoke. I was innocent. I was actually saying, I love karaoke. I love to sing, even though I'm not a great singer. I enjoy it.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, karaoke.
Because he wanted to get down.
I mean, yeah. So he was like touching me all over, and he kissed me, and he was getting passionate, and his hands were sliding, in places that shouldn't go. And I was like, no. Stopped him. But this is a different story. It sounds very similar to another story I've told, but it's not that person. I was like, he said, let's get a hotel. And I'm like, no, I don't want to get a hotel. I've got to go home. I've got work tomorrow.
Right.
Which, I don't have work. But anyway, And he just started acting weird because we were just about to leave the karaoke place, and I can't tell you how it happened, guys, but he was like, "Oh, you like this," but he like gestured, putting his hands around my neck. Yeah, so he didn't like choke me out or anything, but the fact that his hands even went there and he did that gesture, that was so extreme for me. My eyes went so big, and I was like, alert, I need to get the F out of here and quickly. Who does that? Never in my life. So I told you, sorry guys, I did say trigger warning, like, yeah. I've never had that happen to me.
So, just for the record, do you like being choked?
No.
You have a nice neck though, so I thought you'd like that.
I think there's other things that I take pleasure out of when it comes to a little bit of
pain, S&M.
I like to be spanked. That's what I like. So, but I don't like to be choked at all. I'm not into it. It's happened to me before, and I think people, for me, I feel like people have deep issues, and especially when a man is in control of you, I think that's too much control. I don't like it, and I feel like guys are very strong, and they could literally choke you out in that moment. Like, they could just get too carried away and kill you. I don't want to put myself in that position, no thanks. So, and it's been scary for me. One time I actually let someone do it, and I didn't like it. I didn't like having that feeling of like pinning somebody down. That's fun. That's different. Not different, but it's fun. But like cutting off my circulation, my breathing, that's too deep for me. It's too much for me. And I'm asthmatic. So that's like my worst fear. And I've had asthma attacks before where I can't breathe.
Oh yeah, you told me about that already. Some asthma attack in Japan, as a matter of fact. When you couldn't find a pump, I remember. Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, because of also, I think what triggered that as well is my anxiety, and I went back to school after quarantining. I just couldn't breathe. That's what triggered me. But yeah, it's usually anxiety that triggers me, and then I can't gather myself together, and I just get too excited.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. We're going to take a little break from your serial killers. Somebody said karaoke is the worst, and Maki says nice neck sounding like a serial killer. Wow. Corny, this is I'm creepy sometimes, guys. So please, I'm just doing that for fun because I know we have an understanding. Yeah, but there, don't mind. But yeah, so Courtney, I posted the IG question on my thing. I know you would have seen it. What food from your home country you think is overrated? I posted on my IG. So wait, so I have some responses here, and because you have Jamaican heritage, I'm sure you might disagree or agree with some of these. So I'm going to go down the list and we react to them together. So the first person said Jamaican patties. Now, this person is not from Jamaica, so I was very offended by this. She's not Jamaican. She's from a rival country. Well, they consider the rivals to us. They have their own version of the patty, and I've heard persons say their patty is better than ours. Haiti. No, buddy, let's not go there. Y'all had something over tour, right? You were the first rebellion from the free slaves. We respect you for that, but don't come for a patties, fam. Patty is life. Then this person from Trinidad said, none. Everything is fire.
Patriotic or what?
Oh, wow, Trinidad. Way to toot your own damn horn. You know, although I toot my horn myself, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so this person says jerk pork, rude boy, non yam swine, lol. Jerk chicken is the best. Really?
I'm not a jerk pork person. I'm a jerk chicken too. So I kind of like.
You wouldn't.
That's only because of the meat. It's just the pork. I'm not really so much into jerk pork. I'm more into jerk chicken. So I kind of agree with that.
I don't know how. I don't know if I can love you anymore. Like, why would you say that?
I'll win you back. Keep going.
Someone says pear and bulla. So, do you know what bulla is?
Yeah, bulla cake, right?
Yeah.
I like bulla.
But pear and bulla is a combination of avocado and bulla. It's awesome. That's really. But first of all, she said it wrong. It's bulla and pear. So I know she can't be fully Jamaican. It's bulla and pear. It's like when someone says oxtails. I'm like, what, fam? Or I'm like, what? Or plantains? Cringe.
I
Cringe.
hate that. So many people have said that to me, but they haven't been like of black descent or anything.
So Jamaica, so the right term, like for most of the stuff, Jamaicans always say things different, right? So, like if you hear people say, "Oh, can I have the curried goat?" We don't say curried goat. We say curry goat or curry chicken or stewed chicken. We don't say stewed. We don't. We don't. The eds are gone. Okay, fam. Fried chicken. We don't say fried chicken. You know what I mean? It's
That's so funny. That's true though.
Hi, Cocoa Pebs. Some guy on a computer jerk chicken greater than jerk pork. No, no, some guy on a computer. You can keep that lie to yourself.
Jerk chicken's fire, especially it has to be on the barbecue though. I'm sorry, I love barbecue.
Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's not that serious. Someone says cow penis soup is overrated. Cow cod. I had it once when I was a child. I didn't know what it was, and I haven't had it since.
You know what? I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Cow penis.
we have been drinking. No.
Like I know chicken foot
Mm-hmm.
soup. I don't know about the cow penis. That's a new one for me. I'm sorry. So, ew. Mm-mm. You like it? Did you like it?
No, I haven't had it since. Didn't you hear me? See that? All right. Next, we have stew peas. No, I'm going to fight this person. Fight them into the ground. Stew peas with a pigtail and it's red pea, and you eat that, put that on top of your white rice, and you have the little dumpling spinners inside. Jesus, Lord knows why he made that.
That's like bread and butter. I don't understand how you could hate that. But then again, I'm going to come to something if you say it that will upset
Someone
you.
said curried mutton. No, I'm dead. How can you not like curried goat? Like, what? We're gonna have to judge these people, you know. Like, we have to revoke some of these Jamaican cards.
Curry mutton is like at every funeral, wedding, every
Pretty much.
event.
Every major event in Jamaica, curried mutton.
It's like you
how?
can't respect it. You can't.
Next, someone said pizza, New York City pizza. Eek.
New York.
So it's like the big thin slices, like big old slice of pizza.
Right. I like them thick.
You like it thick.
Always. More tasty. It's more tasty.
Let me
More
quench my
delicious.
thirst. Let me quench my thirst.
Satisfies you.
This person says, no, several people, which I feel like I need to go and kill, said ackee and saltfish. No, that's the national dish of Jamaica. We're going through hands for that. We're going to have several words and phrases and exclamation points, and you're going to have to you're going to have to give me a proper theory on why I can solve it. You have to give me your cite examples why it's overrated. You'd also have to find the flaws in it. What I mean, where are you? What's going on over there?
I'm just gonna take my hat and I'm out.
Alright guys. Alright guys, thanks for joining the live today. It's been real. We're gonna have to have a fight offline right now. I mean, ackee and saltfish is amazing, but you don't like ackee or you don't like the saltfish? Which one you don't like?
I don't the ackee. I think okay. I like my aunt's ackee and saltfish. That's the one that I like the most. I've tried many different versions, but for me, it's something about the ackee that the texture. It's like it's very deceiving.
Yeah, it can be hard and buttery. Yeah, I know what you mean. It can really mushy sometimes, and it also can be hard. So it depends. The ones in the tin, the ones that they cook in the tin, the pre-cooked ackee, is going to be always mushy. But you can get, and the type of ackee as well. You have butter ackee, which is basically the one that gets mushy, and you have the one that's regular and hard. That when you eat it, it's not hard, but it's hard enough it just goes in. But if you want to level up ackee and saltfish, use corned pork. My child of God, let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something. If you have never had ackee and corn pork in your life, you must have it at least once. It is a life-changing experience.
You cook it for me. I'll be down.
Yeah, man. If I cook it for you, I have to marry you, and then you know how that goes. So yeah, let's move on from here.
If I sit on my plate, it's time.
Someone else, my fellow Jamaican said none, nothing. Someone said sushi.
There's no Japanese people here. Don't listen, culture. Yes. I love sushi.
Listen, it is overrated, to be honest.
You think?
Yeah. It's good. But I guess because I've never had the expensive ones yet, and I'm not going to have it anytime soon. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
One
I'll give
million
you that.
dollars for tuna, 1 million yen for like a slice of tuna, fam. Like, oof, come on, man. When you eat that and you take a dump, it's the same dump. It's the same dump. One.
You should know. You should know better than that. After living in Japan, that quality you get what you pay for.
Mm.
I think. I believe so. If you're paying that 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, you best believe it's going to taste better than the 600 yen something something.
Yeah,
So,
generally speaking, that's true. That's true. That's true.
but
That's true.
I think what's overrated in Japan is ramen. I'm sorry. You guys just are too hyped over it. You need to chill your briefs, calm down.
That was the next thing I saw here. Ramen,
Yeah, agree. I'm here. Ramen. It's
instant
delicious,
ramen.
but ew. Throw that. Throw it away.
Regular ramen.
Ew.
It depends. If they get new types with different fusions and stuff, I'm sure it can be fire. I saw a video about this fried chicken ramen. It maybe could work. I think, but I don't know. There's an oxtail ramen that somebody did too. Oxtail. Mm-hmm. I feel that could work because that meat. Mm. All
Have you
right.
ever like cheese with ramen?
Yes.
Like bread. It's
Yeah.
actually really good.
No, cheese makes things better. Cheese generally makes things better.
Oh, definitely. Cheese on anything makes things better. True, true.
Cheese
But,
can make.
no, I used to. Did you just squeeze off? Cheese makes everything better, but I used to eat a lot of noodles. So most people who watch me know the story. I used to eat noodles like I used to go hard for ramen and noodles and stuff. So now I'm just like I'm tired.
Yeah, you ate for a lifetime clearly.
I'm done. Yeah, back in the days where you couldn't be asked to cook and
So where can I take you? Where can I take you out to eat?
huh?
What do you say? Where should I take you out to eat? You said no. So no ramen. Okay, gotcha. Cool.
No ramen, no Siberia. I'll kill you. Take me to somewhere nice. Take me for yakiniku. Thank you. Is that the next video?
Possibly.
Why did you like what is going on? I want to switch my AC on. I'm so hot though, but I can't look how red I'm getting.
You can turn it on. Go ahead. Why?
No, because then you won't be able to hear me. It's alright. I'm just gonna suffer.
I don't want you to suffer, babe. Turn it easy. Should I take you off the screen?
No, it's alright.
Yeah.
Continue.
All right.
Any questions, you guys?
Yeah, any questions, guys? Please feel free to put your questions in the comments down below in the section so we can, any questions for the wonderful Corny here. People say maybe the price is high because of the way the fish is raised. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Maybe everyone loves ramen. Is taste of Jamaican food different in the restaurants in Japan? Yes, clearly, no doubt. They don't have the same type of let's say I'll say apparatus, or the ingredients are not as easily accessible as well. But so yeah, it's the couple of Jamaican restaurants that I've been to here. You have some that used to be good, but now some are not as good as they should be. But that's a whole another video thing. I don't want to get into that. All right, someone from England said fish and chips.
True, preach. Agree with you. And I'm sick of my students saying, "Have you ever tried fish and chips? Do you like fish and chips?"
Why would I? Well, that's weird.
Okay, we have more than fish and chips. And it's not bomb, it's unhealthy and greasy. I used to eat that ish every week. Well, not every week, like every so often. Every few weeks.
Someone said, "How's ransom going, lol? She would get it, lol." Who's
That's what I must say. Ransom, it's not ransom, by the way. It's Nyam. His name is Nyam, because that's what he does. Thank you very much.
She would get it. It's Nyam. I said that. You didn't even share my answer. I was so pissed.
What?
You didn't even share my response, and I was like, "Where's my response?" Of course, you overlooked it because I'm fat and black. It's okay. It's fine. Someone says oxtail is overrated. They will die with a fire of 10,000 fires.
It's like killing off my childhood. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Curry goats and manish water. There. Oh.
Manish water isn't, at least in my household, wasn't a thing. When I went to Jamaica, I drank it, but I didn't. Yeah.
That green banana with the peel on the outside and the nice Irish potato and the
Saturday soup is the closest thing I got to. Some people call it Sunday soup. What is it to you? Have I asked you this before?
What's that?
Saturday soup. When
What?
it's got like the protein and dumpling and like meat in it and like chicken stock and it's got all kinds of crap in it, just like meat and veg.
Where?
No,
In Jamaica?
you call it Saturday soup. What do you call it?
What do we call? What do we call what?
Saturday soup.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
mind.
chicken soup or chicken noodle soup or it depends.
It's not chicken soup though because there's no freaking chicken in it. It's got other meat. At least the one in my household. It's like
Yeah,
chicken stock.
chicken stock. But yeah, it's chicken soup because the predominant flavor is the chicken. So chicken soup has like beef or beef soup. Sometimes it's beef in there. These cuts of beef and you're like, wait, what kind of beef soup with chicken noodle flavor? Chicken noodle because of it because it's the Grace noodles. We used to use that pack to make the soup. The stock
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
noodles, right?
Okay, all right. Oh, by the way, sorry, I didn't think. Oh, guys, whoever said how is ransom? Nyam is fine. I saw him today, and I gave him some food, and then he went Nyamangan. Remember that's his name.
Nyamangan.
Anyway.
That's his name. Nyamangan. You should call him. This person says maple syrup. It's a great topping, but everyone acts like it's only Canadian food.
Wait, soup? What? What?
Maple
Soup?
syrup from
Maple
Canada.
syrup?
But they're poutine. Poutine is dope.
Poutine is standard cheese,
Yes.
gravy.
Cheesy baby. Yep. Someone says anything and okra. That's bad.
I am not a huge fan of okra, so I can't really comment on that.
Nice and slimy and lovely. Hey Darian, what's up, my G? What's popping on? What's popping? What's popping? Someone asked in the comments what other communities are there in Japan. What other communities are most in Japan? Bro, I don't know. I just know everyone is here in Japan. Everybody. If there's a country that exists, they have been in Japan. So they were asking like what other communities are in Japan, like a Jamaican, a Trinidadian, an American, UK.
We kind of all merge into one. We are the foreigners.
The foreign
basically.
community. That's pretty much it.
But if you want to hone in, I'm sure like on Facebook you can probably find like LGBTQ and
Yeah.
find like Muslim community. They're out there. It's just you have to search for them. So there's all
Let's go on
kinds of
Facebook. Go on Facebook and find type Muslims in Japan or LGBTQ in Japan. They're there. Trust me.
Yeah, they're out
Zoomers in Japan. Generation.
there. You can find anything. There's a
Guys who
group
don't
really-
like girls in Japan. I don't know.
That yeah. So there's
What's it again? Black BWAM. Asian men, black women. AMBW. That's it. That's a big thing on YouTube, guys. Just type AMBW.
But yeah, there's all kinds of communities, but don't expect them to be large, obviously, because we
Right.
are the minority.
Minority.
Yeah, so
Someone says, actually, most important for a CORNYCO is do not ever invite her size zero. I'm gonna change her. I'm gonna invite her size zero just
don't
to
you
chill.
dare.
Why not?
I'll
Just
never-
not to chill, not even to pass through. No. What's wrong with that? No. What's wrong with? No. Let's get it up. What is wrong with? Let me raise the mic up. What is wrong with size zero?
It's just trash. It's
What about joyful?
what the hell is that? Some hybrid. What is joyful? How dare they put that name? What's joyful? What is joyful?
What is a joyful? What is that?
Joyful?
Uh,
Like Sizeria.
yeah, but different way. Yeah. It's fine. So you don't like family? What about gustos? No.
They're trash too.
Oh, so
Yeah.
basically you just want me to spend a bag. Gotcha, baby.
Basically, don't take me to no cheap ass place. Where
So
the
then, what
food-
about when if we're together, we can't go and get some gyudon at Yoshinoya and shit like that? No.
I like Yoshinoya and I like what's the other one? Matsuya.
Skia.
Okay.
Matsuya Skia.
Favorite because I think
The cheese. Yes, the
Oh,
3 cheese. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
okay. You
I
can
didn't
take
know
me
you-
there. But don't
I
take me
didn't
to
know you
no-
love cheese though. I think I might have to bring
Yes,
some cheese
I
over
know,
by here.
I need to avoid it. That's
Oh.
the first thing when I went on the way.
I have a story about cheese. Can I tell you a story about cheese? So there's this girl that was back in Jamaica that that was into me. I was into her too, but she was very aggressive, and so she was like saying, "So Andre, so what's going on when you gonna come over and whatever?" I'm like, "I don't know." That I used to drive at that point. So I said, "What if I prepared your favorite? What's your favorite meal?" I said, "Like macaroni and cheese." So I go, "What if I invited you over for dinner and prepared macaroni and cheese for you?" I'm like, "Well, I guess I wouldn't say no." And what if I was alone at home with macaroni and cheese? You love cheese, right? I say, I love cheese. Cheese is my favorite food. And what if I sprinkled cheese all over my body? Would you eat the cheese? I'm like, no, this is a very dangerous question because I would literally eat cheese off her body if I really wanted to. And she was hot, and I thought about it for like maybe 5 seconds, and I said, "Is it possible not to get the cheese on your body, or is that optional, or what's going on?" I was still a virgin at that point. I didn't know she was just trying to get me over to her house to bang, But yeah, it was. Yeah. Please, Courtney, we have two different. Our things are two diametrically opposed, so you'd have to teach me.
Any guys, hold on, let me just interject. Any guys that are out there, right, and not experienced, never reject a woman if she says she's whatever she puts on her body, as long as it ain't feces or something nasty. If it's edible, you take it. Okay. If she says, "Oh, I'll put some freaking grapes on my butt," take it. It doesn't matter.
Grapes in her butt. No, I don't think I could do that.
No matter where the grapes are, okay, take the option. Take it.
Grapes in her butt.
Would I eat the cheese off her body?
Someone says, "Have you ever?" Someone says, "Have you ever been bullied in the workplace or know someone else? If so, what did you do or could do due to culture or rules in Japan?"
You want to go first, or should I?
No one can bully me. End of. End of.
Same.
But I think to answer your question, persons have tried to ask me to do things that I shouldn't be doing, and even when I tell them no, that's not what I'm supposed to do, they still insisted on doing it and won't listen. So I just tell my supervisor, "Hey, here's one. This person is trying to tell me to do something that I know I'm not supposed to do, so you handle it." And that was the end of the story, full stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
The end. Say no.
The end. Chain of authority, fam. Simple.
Hey, that goes like, I don't care what position you are in. If it puts me at risk in some kind of way, or it's just not right, then I'm not going to do it. Most of the time, I'm pretty easygoing, but like if people take the piss and they know they're taking the mick, I will. Yeah, I'll do the thing. I'm just like, no, sorry, I ain't got time to do that, or blah, blah, blah. I'll just give them a straight up reason. I think in Japan, people aren't very direct. They try to like beat around the bush. Or like you said, ask the same thing like 5 times until they get what they want.
Right.
Just
annoy you into doing it.
Yeah. I haven't been bullied, I don't think, but there's been a few sexist moments. One thing that is my pet peeve is men, when I tell them something and it's kind of serious, or I'm just talking about something normal, and they laugh. And I don't know if it's a normal defense mechanism.
Is it Japanese men or just men in general?
Japanese men. I'm talking about here in Japan. And I found like I'm telling them something, or I'm asking a question, or like, "What do you think of this?" And they laugh.
Hold on. Oh no.
What is so funny? Do you not respect me? Like, why aren't you taking me seriously right now? I feel like at some moments I've been felt like treated like I'm a joke, and that's when my face just like, is there a problem? I've never said it, like, just my face. I can tell. They can see the energy, and that's when they're like that. But not bullied.
That face was really sexy. I don't know if it's a strong zero, but that face was really sexy. Sorry, go ahead.
Like when I'm mad. But yeah. No, I haven't had too many. I really haven't. I think I'm a nice character at work anyway, so nobody really wants to bully little old me.
Yeah, really?
No,
Interesting.
they can try. They can try.
You work as an ALT, right?
I do.
Okay. So there's a difference. I don't person don't understand. Like I work with an ACAI, so they always ask me like, "So tell me, how is life as an ALT? Do you have any tips?" And I'm like, I can't really give you tips. how to be an ALT because it's a totally different setup, and the companies and the recruiters are different, and the rules are different. The
Yeah.
environment is totally different. From I teach by myself, so I'm in the classroom 99% of the time by myself, with the kids alone, with a max of maybe 13 kids. 13 max. You would be in a class with the Japanese teacher maybe, and sometimes it's like the teacher is not even there because they're not even doing anything. I've heard like they just watch you crash and burn.
I swear, like at my new school, there's been moments where I'm like, this is the
Okay,
moment where
Darren,
you
bet.
support me, and they're just like, they're in the corner this way. I'm like, do your job. This is you. Action. And the thing,
Right,
I mean, I handle it because I got it. You know, I'm used to it, so I can do
right.
it myself. It's like you're here to make my job easier.
Easier, and you're an
Not literally.
assistant. You're an assistant language teacher.
In my classes, I'm the leader. They're the
Mm.
supporter. So, and if they're not supporting, like, what is the freaking point of them being there? Some of them are just marking in the corner, and I'm just like, at least have the respect to ask if you need me. Do you know what I mean? Like, pop your head up. Like, sometimes I
Right,
don't care, like, anything in the corner, but at least check in with me.
right.
Like,
Indeed, agreed. Question. Someone has asked, do they think you're difficult or something when you stand up for yourself?
probably do not care.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't look like she care. Like I can't wait for her to have kids. I told you, son. Shut up. Full stop. Just the accent alone. I don't know.
I
Question.
think,
When was your how would you describe your last relationship? Are you still do you still talk to your
how did we transition?
because I'm about to wrap up actually.
Oh,
I
you're gonna
want,
wrap up?
yeah, not wrap up, but kind of on that path because I want to ask like so. I'd ask another question like, would you get back with your ex on IG? But I won't share the answer this week. I just want to know would you with your most recent ex would you get back with them in like in a relationship?
My most recent.
Yeah.
I can't answer. Oh, I'll get in trouble if I answer that. No, I don't know who's watching right now.
You can yeah you would
I
oh.
wouldn't.
All right. So if both of
I
you were single, would you get back with your last ex?
I'm not saying that I'm not single. I'm just saying I'm trying to be respectful of everybody's feelings. That's what I'm trying. Oh, okay. But I'm not saying I'm single or taken. I'm just look. I think I was like in love. Okay, the last time I was in a relationship, I fell hard for a short period of time. It was craziest, most romantic experience ever,
I am going to call
and
you
I've never
right
felt like
after
that
this.
before.
I am calling you right
And
after this. I'm sorry. This I need this.
and I was head over heels. And
Mm.
when we didn't work out, I was actually heartbroken, and I
Mm.
didn't understand why because it was the most explosive time in my life in
Mm.
terms of dating and romance. But I. He was like, I can't be disrespectful, but let's just say I was besotted. I was like,
Uh-huh, uh-huh. I
yeah,
wouldn't. My most recent ex, I wouldn't. No, hell no.
you didn't.
No.
She a psycho. She didn't.
She's crazy. So let's leave that alone. All right. So someone says, since you want, let's move from that quickly. I heard that sometimes teaching advertisements for recruiters state a specific type of person to hire. Is that true? Uh back in when I just came to Japan, a lot of the advertisements for recruiting teachers had a particular type of person on the flyer or poster, and I was wondering, like, I'm a teacher in Japan, but I'm not quite sure if I'm the type of person they would really want. And in my company, not to get them in trouble or anything, or to get myself in trouble actually, but there have been cases where the parents would prefer a particular maybe gender or someone from a particular country for whatever reason, not really giving out or saying what. I mean, I don't know if they had a bad experience with somebody from a particular country or they prefer someone of a particular ilk, Aryan maybe, I don't know, but it is what it is. And they, oftentimes parents would want a particular some students actually react better to different genders and different races. Why am I speaking so PC? Basically, people, yes, most of the advertisements out here will speak to a particular race of person to be hired, and especially which is weird, which is the weirdest thing about Japan. Black people have done nothing to them, yet still, they're scared of us, and we're the scary ones. We didn't. So I have to say, we didn't drop the bomb on Hiroshima or Nagasaki. We didn't do that. But you worship these people. Anyway, you know what? Let me stop before it gets. I'm drinking. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this went dark real quick. Courtney, do you have anything to say about this? Maybe I'm bugging. Because, yeah.
At the end of the day, the people who have overpowered history,
Yeah.
history always dictates how people treat other people.
Right.
So whoever's on top, they will respect the most out of cultures. Now, if you think back to Japanese history, who is on top, you get your answer, okay? Yeah. But for me and my company, I haven't witnessed that. I haven't had anyone complain because I'm different. I mean, maybe some of the students have made stupid comments out of ignorance, and that's down to the parents and the lack of exposure to people like us who are different. But when I go to my meetings and things, I feel like there is diversity, which I like. I enjoy that. So I haven't really had the same experience you have.
All right.
Respectfully.
Nice.
But my language ability isn't the best either, so maybe things have been said like in the background or something.
That you wouldn't have heard. That's very possible. Yes. Okay, so we're wrapping up. Usually it's an hour. We usually do this live for. It's an hour and 7 minutes. So you guys got a little extra for Courtney. And then Courtney's also burning up with heat right now. So we don't want her to overheat and get too tarty and toasty for, whomever. Her students, right? Her students.
My bad. I'm tired.
Alright, so someone asked, when's the next live? My next live is next week, Sunday. Not with Courtney, though, because Courtney is tired of me already. I can see it. Yeah, so please make sure to recommend, my God. Please make sure to subscribe to CORNYCO's channel. It's CORNYCO at YouTube. Whatever. Follow her on Instagram, YouTube. Just type in CORNYCO, you'll find her. And she is a really wonderful woman, guys. Trust me. I'm not saying that because she's my friend, but she is amazing. We've had long conversations about life and stuff, and yeah, she has Jamaica would say she has sense. She's intelligent, articulate and eloquent and all of that, So support the black content creators here in Japan, keeping it real, waving our flags and representing our countries and whatever. So people, we bid you adieu. Do you have anything you want to say? Courtney?
No, just thanks for tuning in, asking questions. Join me on my channel. Let's get it popping. That's it. I'm going to bed. Good night. Should I do my app? No, that's for my channel. I'm not going to do my app.
This girl is out there ready to kill people. Alright, people, why didn't don't want you to kill us this time, actually. So yeah, somebody said, alright, just before we leave, somebody says, now you talk about the scary comment. Is it more negative or positive of black people's image in Japan? Alright, before we go. So there was oh dear, what is it? Oh, my screen is going on. Mad. Alright guys, so what happened recently, there was a whole NHK thing, and they kind of had black people looking really wild, and I was reading about that. Generally speaking, as a black person, you have to be ambassador for your country and your whole race at all times. So, so basically, I'm fighting a battle to show them that Jamaicans and black people are okay and chill and fine and safe. So I can't even have a bad day, really, because some of them already fear us. Some of the students, based on, I feel that a lot of parents use the foreigner thing as a way to keep their kids in check. Like, oh, if you don't behave yourself, then we're going to get the foreigner to take you away. And so that, even though it's something that it's like the boogeyman for Jamaica, for like foreigners or whatever, boogeyman or whatever. Yeah,
that's a thing.
Your parents always say, "Oh, I'm going to send you away to boarding school, or I'm going to make this boogeyman come for you under the bed," or stuff to scare people. So I feel the foreigner is the equivalent of like sending a kid away to boarding school or boogeyman, right? So a lot of these kids have this fear, and then you send them to this strange man to learn English who doesn't speak any Japanese, and yeah, mom, this is not what I didn't sign up for this, mom. Did I do something bad? Did I not take a shower today? Did I not brush my teeth? Oh my god, mom, no. So I feel that's a part of their disciplinary thing. So there you are. But we try to change the image every day. The Black Experience Japan has been trying to change the ideas of black person's perception here in Asia. Um, we here also do that in our own way by sharing our real experiences and just just trying to be effect like good global citizens. I feel. Does Corny, my light skinned hot sister, have anything to say?
I'm not going to comment on that comment. Okay, we don't need to take it there, but thank you. I'll just
Remember
take it.
chocolate and caramel? Remember that? Never mind.
You knew what I was talking about as well. The way that you just clocked on. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, no, I agree. We are ambassadors for wherever you come from. Just represent your country well. Try and inform people where you can. Sadly, that people are ignorant here. They don't know anything, and they look to us to teach them and tell them of our ways and what we're about. So it's sad but true. But yeah, people in Asia don't know, man. I could pop off about what's happened in Korea as well. Disgraceful. Asia.
Yeah, Asia needs to be put in rice and reset clearly. All right, guys, we are definitely bouncing out like a cherry tree. All right, tell them bye, Courtney, because you love them so much.